One of the most important, one of the best, one of the most effective ways that you can build confidence in your children is to give them daily chores, daily responsibilities that they're responsible for. And these might even be things that stretch them just a little bit, because when you stretch them, you actually build confidence. Again, what we're trying to do as dads, the principle behind this is we want our kids to be able to do hard things when they're young. So when they get older, doing hard things is not a big deal. And when you have that neural pathway in your head that, hey, I can do hard things. And by the way, that's our responsibility as dads to do. Our responsibility is to build neural pathways in our children that you've got this. You can do hard things. Hard things are no big deal for you. And give them experience of doing hard things. And one of the best ways you can do that is to give them daily responsibilities. So you'd be surprised, a lot of kids can do more than you think. I mean, you can give them daily chores like help emptying the dishwasher, help fill the dishwasher, sweep the floor, vacuum, and have them do responsibilities that they have to do without you being there necessarily to do it. So you'll know what that is. Be appropriate about it. Be safe about it. But here's my question for you. What jobs can you have your children do around the house that will help build their confidence? Stuff that they may not be doing now that can. And then I want you to sit down with your children. The assignment for today is I want you to sit with your children and talk about how awesome work is and how the law of the harvest works. I want you to teach them about, hey, if we plant seeds and we get good when we're young, we're going to have more opportunities when we grow old. If you know people in your family who grew up on farms who are now successful, I know a lot of people who were farmers when they were young who are now successful. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world grew up on farms, dairy farms or farms, because they had to get up at 4 or 5 in the morning sometimes and work really, really hard. And they bring that work ethic with them into their adult life. So keep this in mind. If you take the short-term easy way with your kids, which is letting them not work and not come up with the job chart and not do anything, in the long run, you're actually making your children's life harder. Remember, the short-term easy way is almost always the long-term hard way. The short-term hard way is almost always the long-term easy way. So doing the work, even doing the work of this course, like sitting down and saying, you know what, I'm not really in the mood to do this course, but I'm going to do it anyway, actually will help you build strength in yourself. It will help you build strength in your children. So what can you do? And so the assignment today is I want you to sit down with your child, with your children, and talk through daily responsibilities that need to be done. Things like we need to take out the trash, or we need to vacuum the floors, or we need to sweep the floor, or we need to do the dishes, or we clear the table, or whatever it is, and come up with some sort of system. Come up with a little job chart, or just some sort of agreement. Be creative, do it how you want. And one of the best things you could do is have your children help you with it, because it kind of helps them learn to work there too. And then remember that your children probably are capable of more than you think they are. And your job as a dad, and this is why we're doing it, is to build a pathway in their head that hard things are no big deal. Remember that. My job as a dad, one of them, is to teach my children that doing hard things is not a problem. I can do it. That way, when they grow up and you're not there, they'll already have that confidence built in. So give them some jobs, let them do some hard things. And when they push back, and they probably will, just remember, it's okay to hold the line. It's okay to be a dad and say, you know what, we're going to learn to work. And it's for your own good. You can tell them that. I wouldn't have you do anything that's not for your own good. And I want you to do hard things because hard things are what make people strong. During this discussion, you might even talk about things. You might say, you know what, if you want to get big muscles at the gym, what do you have to do? Well, you have to do hard things. You have to lift weights. You have to lift weights so much until it really kind of is painful in your arm and it actually tears the muscles in your arm. But you know what's interesting is your muscles build back stronger. And so I, as your dad, when I ask you to do hard things, what I'm asking you to do is kind of stretch yourself to the point where it might be uncomfortable for you. You might say, well, Dad, I don't want to work. I don't want to do these jobs. But I know as your dad that the law of the harvest, the principle of the law of the harvest governs our consequences. And if I can learn to align with that principle while I'm young, I'll have more success when I grow up. So don't be afraid to include your kids and have them do work with you. I mean, it's fun to work alongside each other in the yard. It's fun to work along, if you have a garden or if you have to mow the lawn, if you have to shovel snow, whatever it is, work with your kids, but then also have them have some responsibility that they can have that they know they can just do without you. Have them do other kinds of work. Possibly if if it's important for them or you to have them learn to play the piano or the violin or learn a certain sport, that kind of work can be valuable as well. But the assignment today, I want you to go create a job chart. Involve your children. Come up with some sort of a chart that works for you. Maybe uncomfortable. Talk it through. Have some fun with it. And do the work yourself. Good luck.